Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. We are coming off the back of yet another successful pay-per-view at Payback, where we saw title retentions, and we saw rivalries growing. Speaking of which, Drew McIntyre, the FDW World Champion, will be in action in the main event this evening, having called out Bray Wyatt. We saw in the run-up to the pay-per-view, he was assaulted by the dark side of Wyatt, so Drew never wanted to turn down a fight. He's called out Bray himself here this evening. Before we get there, singles action with Bayley and Tegan Nox to kick things off. Tegan Nox unsuccessful at the pay-per-view. She took on the FDW Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Not quite able to convert that to success from one dominant champion to another. But who knows, could this be the woman to put a damper to Bianca Belair's title reign? Bayley, in a series of matches, earned her shot to be a number one contender to Bianca Belair. And looking to get a little tune-up before her match with Belair. She's in action against Tegan Nox here this evening. So Bayley, ever the fighting superstar here. Who better to get a tune-up with than one of the pillars of FDW, making her return at the pay-per-view after we traded Rhea Ripley. And it's always nice to see her back on the purple brand as Tegan Nox. We've missed her. Should be a good match. Nox and Bayley to kick things off here on FDW here this evening. Bayley wasting no time getting into a quick suplex there. Looking to show that Tegan Nox, the FDW is changing. Both these women with a point to prove. Nox that she's still got it and can hang with the FDW gang. But Bayley looking to prove that she could be the one to take down Bianca Belair as Nox hits her with a swift DDT before heading to the top rope now. He loves a high-risk maneuver and just a splash there off the top rope. Count of two early on. Now, has Bayley bitten off more than she can chew? She's going to need a win here. It would arguably benefit Bayley more than Tegan Nox at this stage. Nox with a storied career here in FDW, one of the most dominant champions. We also saw at the pay-per-view a supremacy match, which we won, getting our first signing. Still yet to decide who we've signed. I'm keeping an eye on the free talent pool. Lots of names to choose from. But the FDW roster will be expanding. So there'll be opportunities aplenty for superstars. Bayley now just working on that lower back of Tegan Nox. Dropping an elbow to the leg as well. Just systematic dismantling of Tegan Nox here. Locked up in the ropes. Into a modified Thez press, just frustratedly slamming Tegan Nox's head down to the mat before Nox looks to take control once again. Bayley with swift strikes. Retaliation from Nox into the European uppercut. Tegan Nox now looking for a chokeslam, but Bayley sees it coming. We've seen Nox win so many a match with that, but Bayley hooked on the leg. Could this be three? Only a 2 count. Close to the ropes as well, and Bayley will need to work on that if she is to take on the women's champion. But a Bayley to Bayley out of nowhere could be enough to seal the deal. Knox dazed and confused now. Is Bayley setting her up? She's locked it in. Could it be? It's the Rose Plant. And that's a big win for Bayley. Standing tall. Speaking of the champion, clearly impressed with what she's seen. Happy to be receiving new competition, it would seem, as Bianca Belair. Should be a good match when it comes to pass. Speaking of good matches, tag action next here this evening. The Usos looking for a modicum of revenge against the Viking Raiders. A few episodes ago, we saw the Viking Raiders deployed as my enforcers to make an example of the Usos, or at least one of them. But now they're looking to go 2-on-2 to prove who really does deserve a shot at the tag champions. In a sort of non-official number one contenders match. But a victory here certainly won't hurt your chances. Eric and Ivar now strutting their way down to the ring.
And their opponents at a combined weight
Usos with a point to prove.
93 pounds, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Bloodline.
Still coming out as a unified bloodline. Eric started things off with the Viking Raiders immediately taking charge of Jimmy Uso, I believe. These two teams stepping up to the mantle. Jimmy with Eric locked in his corner as Jay watches on. I know what it's going to take down the Viking Raiders. There's going to have to be some swift action, using their speed to their advantage, as the Raiders just have that power. But again, deceptively quick as well. They can strike out of nowhere. When they strike, they will hit hard. As the Usos now into that patented tag offense. Samoan drop into a tope suicida from Jey Uso, the legal man now. Going with the running knee scouted. Count of 3 already now as they brawl on the outside. Far too often in the tag division have we seen count out victories and losses take place as brawls just get far too out of hand. Jay needing to get back to his feet as Doug, potentially with a count of 7, pushing Eric away. Clearly Doug is not having any more count out shenanigans. He's got the message. Tag from the Usos as Jimmy now in charge, running forearm strike there. Eric yet to make a tag as he's isolated from his partner. In the wrong half of the ring, Jimmy looks to get this done early. Only a count of 1 on this occasion. Another quick tag from the Usos, and this is the strategy they're going to need to employ, as this is almost a modicum of revenge. Uso splash off the top rope there from Jay. These two almost determined to turn it into a 2-on-1 handicap match, much like Jay was subjected to a few episodes ago, but Eric just carrying Jay around like a sack of potatoes before dumping him unceremoniously in the middle of the ring. Jay now isolated in the corner. Ivar with a quick strike, keen to get into this match possibly. Usos in control, and you gotta hand it to them. They are stepping up. But Eric displaying that power once again. And a stroll to his partner, and in comes Ivar, the freshest man. And automatically the momentum shifts. Uso with a quick reversal Samoan drop. That is power from main event Jey Uso there. As Ivar is a big man to throw around. Ivar feeling himself now with Jey isolated in the corner. Jey having some PTSD flashbacks here. Quick reversal. Jey needing to use that speed to his advantage here. Quick super kick there before tagging in his brother. Ivar clearly frustrated there with the back elbow strikes to the head of Jimmy Uso. And there's a tag from the Raiders. Eric back in the ring. Bringing Jey down to the mat, looking to lock in a reverse sleeper hold. Doug pulls it away. Jimmy able to power out. Still fresh enough. Not to be submitted yet. Stomp to the chest of Eric before looking to get a quick pin in. 2 count now. Keeping the Raiders firmly at bay. Super kick to the back of the head from Jimmy Uso. There was nothing pretty about that. Swift strike to the leg, again smart from the Usos. Removing the vertical base, removing the power of the Raiders. The game plan here this evening from the Usos is to take down Eric with a double super kick. Could that be enough? But there's the tag to Ivar. Ivar coming in just immediately with a quick lariat to Jimmy Uso. Before Jimmy wisely gets himself some space, but Ivar having none of it, just dragging Jey into the ring. Clearly not done with him. Throwing Jey to the outside, not wanting any of it. Looks like got a little Uso blind there and confused the twins. As it is Jimmy who is the legal man. Ivar wrenching at the arms of Jimmy Uso now, just wearing him down. Off the second rope comes Ivar with a flying lariat. The FDW faithful getting their money's worth with this match. Jimmy desperate to tag like the flying salmon. Running reverse DDT from Ivar, and that is the speed to which we alluded to. To where they can strike from out of nowhere. But Jey just throwing Ivar around. Ivar looking to get a bit of space now. But Jey having none of it with another follow-up tope suicida. And that's what the Usos have got to do. They've got to keep on the offense here. The Viking Raiders are not to be trifled with. And a sit-out power bomb is just proving my point. Slammed off the stairs now. Goes Jey. Ivar asserting his dominance. Back and forth this match is gone. It really is anyone's match. Count of 6 now from Doug. Count of 7 as Jey looks to get it back between the ropes. Perhaps learned his lesson. There's going to be no count out shenanigans here. Only a count of 8. Another running DDT there from Ivar. Calling for the gods. Calling for Valhalla. Don't quite know what Ivar's looking to accomplish here. As he had a prime opportunity to secure a pin. Was that an opportunity wasted for the Viking Raiders? Or is Ivar just that confident in himself that he can bring down Jey Uso single-handedly? Vertical suplex there is enough to do so. Tag to Eric. Knee to the head. And from anyone that's got to hurt, but particularly from a Viking Raider giant-like man like Eric, it's going to doubly hurt. Kick to the midsection, elbow to the back, and then dragged onto the knee. Tag from Jay to Jimmy, and is Eric aware of it? Perhaps not, as Jimmy hits a running lariat. Could this be the Usos' opportunity? No, Eric sees it reversed. He goes for the pin. Jay needing to get in to break the pin up. Eric and Ivar. Double power bomb to Jimmy Uso. And that's the strength. Jay with a quick break up there of the pin. Because you've got to feel that would have been 3. But that's the dynamic of tag matches. You've got a partner to have you back at all times. Clubbing blow to the back from Ivar to Jimmy Uso. Ivar seeks to get a quick strike in on Jay, perhaps looking to remove the backup. But Jay with it well scouted. Jimmy now isolated on his own in the Viking Raiders corner. Ivar the one now. Underhook suplex to Jimmy Uso, who wisely uses a roll out of the ring to get back to his feet. It's gravity help him as Ivar has him up and slams him down with a massive pile driver. This could be 3. Only the Viking Raiders standing tall. As ominous music heralds the arrival of Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. Who clearly are not wanting to be overshadowed. And I've got their sights set on the Viking Raiders. Shifting gears now into cruiserweight action. As the cruiserweight division has seen a little bit of a change, or potentially a massive change, or it's not even potential. A new cruiserweight champion standing tall in Johnny Gargano, which has blown the division wide open. And Kofi Kingston, eligible to find himself some cruiserweight success, fancies an opportunity. Still going strong with his partner Xavier Woods and Big E. But they support each other. Kofi fancies a little bit of singles action. He's going to get a bit of singles action. We've seen glimpses of Kofi this season. But this should be a great little exhibition to show what Kofi's capable of. And also, this man who we haven't seen for a while, Dragon Lee. Again, non-official, non-number 1 contenders match, just an exhibition. But a win here can't hurt your chances of getting your name in the conversation. Dragon Lee shown glimpses of brilliance as the crowd chants for Kofi Kingston. Kofi yet to have any success here on FDW. A win here would certainly help him. Off the second rope, straight double kick to Dragon Lee. flying offense from Kofi Kingston here, proving that he is cruiserweight through and through. Athleticism from Kingston now just striking Dragon Lee in the corner. Unorthodox offense as well as he hits an uppercut. Kofi in control. And there's Dragon Lee with the sweep straight to the floor. Looking to get an early pin here. He's going to need to do more than that to take down a superstar of the caliber of Kofi Kingston. Offering up another uppercut there from Kingston before dropping a knee to the head of Dragon Lee. Running basement dropkick from Kingston to Dragon Lee as well. Once again, the FDW faithful getting their money's worth here this evening, seeing only the best of the best compared to the red and blue brands. Dragon Lee looking to dump Kofi to the outside, but Kofi clinging on to that top rope, not having any of it. But Lee now on the apron. Massive DDT there, and that has got to hurt to Kofi. Lee dragging him down to the mat, wrenching on the arm. Kofi able to power out and twist away. Running leg drop there. As this match has been pretty much all Kofi. Lee yet to make an impression. Massive gorilla press there. And Lee with a basement drop kick of his own to Kofi's head. Frustrated slap to the chest of Kofi Kingston now from Dragon Lee, and Lee needs to get back in control, but every time he tries to, seems Kofi's just got an answer for everything that Dragon Lee has to throw at him. Off the top rope with a flying punch there, and a standing drop kick as well. That's nearly all she wrote. Only a 2 count there. As Kofi's flurry of offense there seemed to be in slow motion. Boom drop from Kofi Kingston. As he thinks about setting it up, could it be? Trouble in paradise. And that's a big win for Kofi. Unfortunate for Dragon Lee, but Kofi with a bit of a foray into cruiserweight action. Perhaps there's something to this. Who knows? Time will tell. But he is joyous with that one. And your main event this evening is a big one. In retaliation for a strike out of nowhere on Drew McIntyre a couple of episodes ago from Wyatt's dark side. Drew calling out the Eater of Worlds, not one to shy away. Having retained his title, proving that he is a fighting champion, the fighting champion, standing tall at the top of FDW. This is non-title action. If Bray can secure a win here, well, God knows what happens next. We've seen Bray try to break out, have some single success. On his way into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Defeated his partner, Karrion Kross. Or former partner, Karrion Kross. Came up short in Season 1 against Seth Rollins. As have so many a superstar trying to claim that TV title. But clearly, something has been unleashed once again here on FDW. Drew immediately takes control of things against Bray Wyatt. And a win here for Drew would just prove his point. But he is the measuring stick on FDW now. McIntyre in control here of Bray Wyatt, as there is an eerie sense in the arena at the moment. We've seen the dark side of Wyatt. It's been unleashed. And who knows when it could strike. But Wyatt yet to get any sign of offense in on the FDW champion. This is an ominous feeling of itself, really, the fact that Bray's unable to muster any offense. A quick crossbody looks to get him in control. Drew off the ropes. And again Wyatt in control. Gonna need to capitalise on that momentum. Unorthodox reversal there from Wyatt, thinking it's an Irish whip off the ropes into a clubbing blow, but Wyatt looking to get an early pin close to the ropes. Doug can't quite see it, only a 1 count. And that's the mind games of Wyatt coming into play once again. A quick 1 count, a swift taunt. Drew with a spine buster though, having absolutely none of it. Big power slam there from Bray Wyatt, who seeks to go to the top. High risk from Wyatt, double axe handle to the outside, taking the big man down. And Drew is a big man. Count of 1 now from the ref. Brawling on the outside. Over to the commentary desk. Wyatt using his surroundings to his advantage. He's probably going to need to if he's going to stand any chance against Drew McIntyre, who's suplexed towards the ring and catches both legs on the way down. Drew never having faced an opponent like Wyatt before. Sister Abigail to the outside. And that is Drew laid out. Count of 9. Taunting Drew to get back into the ring. Is he going to be counted out? Bray breaking the count with a double axe handle. Now that surely got in the head of Drew McIntyre. The fact that he was nearly counted out. Count out loss here would be damaging, unable to answer the offense of Wyatt to get back to his feet. Wyatt, it seems, happy to take the count out victory as Doug is just blitzing through the numbers. Drew back to the vertical base. Strutting back to the ring, needs to get back in control of this, but Wyatt with a Thez press and blows to the head. Could this be the most days we've ever seen Drew McIntyre? Bray raking the eyes now. And a swift headbutt. And there's the mandible claw. We've seen Bray win so many matches with this. Is Drew McIntyre out? Is he able to kick out of this? It's a count of 2. And that's a pinfall from Bray Wyatt over the champion. Drew wanted this fight. He was unable to answer it. Perhaps Bray got in his head. But clearly not done with him. The Fiend unleashed on Drew. And that's a chink in the armor. A huge chink in the armor of Drew McIntyre. Bray Wyatt with almost the 1-2 punch, the pinfall victory and the follow-up ambush of his dark side. Whether or not he even realizes that the Fiend has been unleashed, that's a question. Well, there are some questions that are going to need answering. Stay tuned over the coming episodes as we look ahead to the Horizon Survivor Series. Will Drew be able to survive Bray Wyatt? Time will tell. I'm looking forward to finding out, and I hope you are too. Catch you soon.